Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and I'm guessing that you're probably sitting around the house with a little bit of extra time to kill. I'm thinking that's a pretty safe guess because that describes about, I don't know, 3 or 4 billion people right now because of, things going on. But if you're looking to something to occupy your time, I have something perfect for you, especially if you want to make yourself a better programmer while you're at it. And what we're talking about today is a new Humble Bundle. This one is from O'Reilly. It's the Software Development by O'Reilly Humble Bundle. This one is about as straightforward as they get. It's a collection of books on the topic of programming. Now, if you're completely new to the way that Humble Bundle works, basically it's a collection of things, in this case ebooks, organized into tiers. You buy a higher dollar value tier, you get all of the tiers below it. You're allowed to decide how your money is allocated. As with all Humbles, you can choose between the publisher, between Humble, between charity, and if you so choose, and thanks if you do, to support Game From Scratch. So let's jump in and take a look at what this bundle is all about. Now, just like all of the bundles in the past, if they're of interest to game developers or developers in general, I buy them to let you know exactly what you will get. And we're going to look at this one. And this bundle is excellent on the fact that even at the $1 tier, it's a great deal. So at the $1 tier here, you're going to see Canadian pricing. Unfortunately, our dollar is worth nothing these days. So this is $1 US or whatever your local currency is. In the case of Canadian dollars, it's $1.50. You pay $1, you get those 5 books. You get technology, strategy patterns, apprenticeship patterns, 97 things every programmer should know, the art of readable code, and algorithms in a nutshell, second edition. Now, the cool thing about this bundle is they're generalist books. So not specifically, learn C++ in 21 days or C#7 or what stuff like that. This is more about high-level concept programming stuff. We're going to get into a couple of language or technology-specific things, but most of the things in this bundle are actually at the kind of higher level. Things like readable code and algorithms and, general techniques, patterns, and so on. It's always useful stuff. And it's cool to see a book like this one right here in the actual $1 tier. So like I said, if you want to come in and just drop $1, that's a good buy right there. But if we jump up to the next tier, $11 Canadian, which again makes me weep, or about $8 US, I believe that translates into, you get test-driven development with Python. Again, we got some Python at this tier. We got Introduction to Machine Learning with Python, Becoming a Better Programmer, Regular Expressions Cookbook, and Headfirst into Agile. So once again, these two are with a specific language. But again, this is about the topic of machine learning. This is the topic about test-driven development. Those are useful regardless of what kind of language you are working with. Becoming a Better Programmer, of course, well, that kind of applies to everybody. Regular expressions, I hate them, I despise them, I have trouble with them, but I use them, and I use them almost on a daily basis, at least when I'm doing coding. Regular expressions is just one of those things you need to know as a coder eventually. You're always going to be working with text, you're always going to be searching, finding, and replacing in text, and that's what regular expressions are all about. And then headfirst into Agile. Agile is more in the corporate world, but there's no reason why learning a little bit about Agile development can't help you even if you work by yourself. And then we get into the, penultimate, the highest tier here. We got the penultimate. Is that one before ultimate? Anyways, at the ultimate tier here at $20.50 Canadian or $15 US, we get Learning Core DNS, Programming Quantum Computers, Cloud Native, Real-World Software Development, and Headfirst Design Patterns. In some ways, this is actually my least favorite tier, just because I don't really have a direct interest in much that's there. But at the same time, Headfirst Java was actually one of my favorite books. It just had a very conversational tone to it, made learning a complicated subject very easy. So I will definitely be checking out Headfirst Design Patterns myself. Real-world software development is of interest to me too. These three, personally not my thing, but they might be of more interest to you than they are to me. Now, as I mentioned, I do buy these every time to give you an idea of what you're going to get. This one is quite straightforward. This one is a collection of ebooks, obviously, and you get them in PDF, EPUB, and MOBI format. Now, there's a couple of neat things. You can actually download them all at once. You can also automatically send them over to your Kindle via email if they are small enough in size. Here you see, again, every single book in this collection is available in all 3 major formats, so you've got it in PDF, EPUB, and MOBI formats. The nice thing with Humble is they store these forever, so you can just basically log in and, download your books wherever you want. So if you just want to grab one book right now and download it to your device or open it in your browser, you can. You can download things an infinite number of times. This isn't kind of a one-and-done thing, and I generally find that Humble is pretty quick. So, for example, if I download this guy right here, we'll go ahead and save that. So that was a 7 megabyte file. Let's exit full screen. and we're down and done. So basically, you can download files almost instantly from them, especially when you're talking ebook sizes. Now, another thing that's kind of important to look at when you're looking at these kind of things is the version. So here I'm going to use, again, what I think is kind of the star of this bundle, just because of the price it's available at. This Algorithms in a nutshell, because algorithms, everybody needs them, every language. Algorithms and design patterns. So that guy, and possibly, I guess, that guy right there are sort of the stars in my view, the ones that I'm going to look at the most. Although if I had a specific, I'll probably read through some of these make yourself a better programmer type guides. But again, that one, and that one are the ones that are probably going to get the most use from me. So let's take a look at that first one. So that is Algorithms in a Nutshell. And I'm going to just head on over to Amazon. So instead of for $1, you can get it for $36.62 in Kindle format. So on that book, one book alone, it is already a deal at the $15 tier. You're already going to be saving $20. So all of the rest of the books would be completely free compared to that. So it gives you an idea of just how good of a deal Humble Bundles actually are. And you're going to see most current version, 2nd edition. Now, there's something that happened that was really funny while I was looking this up. So I went to go find out that book, because again, it's the one that interests me the most to see, if we are getting the most recent version of it or not. And the first Google result will actually bring you to this guy, Algorithms in a Nutshell, available in paperback for $9.11. Now, this is actually a print version of this from 2008. So obviously, that's not the one you want. It's disappointing that this is the Google result if you search for this. But what I found hilarious, here is the version number. So this is version number 44,956 of this book. So I got to say, the author here, George T. Heinemann, he has been really busy pumping out these books. I got to give him credit for getting those, 44,900 books out. That's an impressive publishing speed you got going on there. Obviously, that's an error, but I did find it kind of amusing. So you see, 2nd edition of the Algorithms in a Nutshell. It is the most recent edition, and as you saw from the Kindle version of it, it is a good purchase or a good buy. And that's generally the way Humble works. If there's a single book in there, it makes the highest value tier a no-brainer. And if the only book you're interested in is at the $1 tier, it makes it even more of a no-brainer. So, like I said, we got a lot of time to do. You might be looking to, generally improve your programming ability. And this one's all about that. You got all kinds of things in here that are just generalist programmer knowledge, some very interesting stuff to go through. I'm definitely going to be taking a look at a few of these books when I get a bit of time here and there. Yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. Hopefully you guys find that interesting. If you do, let me know. Comments down below. Also, another important thing here is a lot of times, a lot of these books will have been in previous bundles. Doing a quick eyeball here, to be honest, everything here looks brand new to me. So maybe the regular expression books was in the past and maybe test-driven in a previous bundle. But the cool thing is you can actually go into your Humble console, search for a particular book, and find out if you already bought it. So if you're a digital hoarder like me, you are good to go. All right, that's it for now. Let me know what you think of this bundle down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.